Buenos dias, buenos tardes, buenos noches, a todos and todo el mundo. And good morning, good afternoon, and good evening to everybody all around the world. And thank you for joining us today for another Left 4 Dead 2 competitive shoutcast. My name is MK. I'll be your caster and cameraman for today. And I am not running solo. I am running with, once again, Nine Null. How's it going, my friend?
It's going good, MK. We had some drama here at the start. Little Demon taking over the 15 minutes to get into the server, but Neverlose has agreed to play here. Important match. We can get into the details in just a second, but the Jockey Smoker will land. Spit. Jockey drives into the spit. Really rough first hit for Neverlose. They're going to eat 10% off of that one.
Ooh, that is a pretty big one there. The Charger was going Fist City on somebody. Actually, maybe both of them in the safe room. It was pretty close. But the damage has been dealt. The survivors have pretty much pushed past the bridge point. Pretty impressive movement considering how much damage they have taken. But it looks like one more hit will come in before this tank. The Boomer rockets in around the side, gets one proxy. I don't know if they're going to send the rest. Yes, it is. Banana says go, go. Oh my goodness, that was hilarious. The Charger's gonna get melted, the Hunter will land, the Jockey fell in the water and died. The XDs come out in chat, and no, let's do a quick roster rundown for Neverlose. We got Naisa, Destiny, Fanin, and Eldo GP. And you wanna take the other side for us?
For Little Demon, we got 26 IS, Banana.
Pacify speed.
Okay. Right.
You know what I mean? One team
got
well said.
said.
The other team got 24. No, look at that. That's a good example.
Do you have a little Putu action here before the tank comes in the hands of Banana? If they even want to do that. Banana is a spitter. They are going to send in the hit. Smoker no good. Boom finds two. Jockey melted. Spit no good. We'll just be blocking in between. They do go ahead and bring it in with all... Okay, we got a lot of comments here. We had the spit block, but it does look like no issue. Able to just back it up and clear out these comments while Banana gets into position. Gets his forklift as well.
Look at this. Oh!
Ooh.
You gotta be careful. You don't want to hit it all the way out to the side there. It's the only toys that he's gonna get. Now, you know one thing about where this tank spawned now is I think if it spawned a little bit more late, he might have had the chance to go get the car line. You know, the second hittable. We have seen that come into play a couple times, but going back that far is just, too much in my opinion. That brings this into play, and oh, that's unfortunate, no. Wait, what? Okay, no, look at this. They're not going to run back. The tank's going to split them 3 and 1.
Yeah.
Rochelle is lasering down this Jockey, but the Hunter will land. Tank will miss a punch. Tank, can he get over there? The Jockey lands. He gets a punch onto Nick. The SI is dead, and this tank is not even going to get an in cap. And what a good take from Neverlose here and all. 3 punches come out, and that is less than 20% from the tank. They took a big hit from the first attack, but they don't take much from the tank at all. Good recovery, and a good start to this best of 2 match coming up.
I think Neverlose even could have made it a little bit better by not even worrying about the Jockey. They spent so much, like literally 3 of them spent a clip on it, and the tank was only at like 1300 HP, so that could have been a moment to finally laser down the tank. It's easier to see from our perspective where we get the numbers, the exact numbers of what the tank health is exactly, but that would be a small critique, but we do have a much more important moment here. Hunter Smoker 2-2. Not the scariest hit, but still a scary place to hit. They will get the 2. Hunt spit's going to be good. Ooh, a little bit of standing spit as well on Boom target. And let's not forget, Nick is bleeding out entirely, so he's going to continue to pop pills, continue to weigh down his team, points-wise.
Reload.
Yeah, I mean, all that was about 10% from a 2-2. I think you gotta be happy with that a lot if you're Little Demon going into this. See if they can get up here, though, and push past this Carlin. Yeah, this Carlin's not going to be a threat. They're going to go quick here. Charger melted. The Boomer lands, sets the car alarm up. Spawns are dead. Ooh. And this is going to leave all the comments behind. As soon as they jump over this big rig here and all, there should be nothing left for the survivors to block their path. So single file line, walk into the safe room, and just take the attack. And it should be pretty clean. Yep. Look at that.
Yeah.
Nothing up ahead. No.
Exactly. I mean, we've kind of discovered that car alarms don't always work to the disadvantage of the survivors. Sometimes it just allows them a very free entry. They're gonna actually just walk it all the way, not quite. Smoke Tongue into the charge. Very unfortunate spit. Otherwise, that would have been Nicholas getting caught out with 81% of the DB. That DB wide open. They're very fortunate that spit did not work out. Otherwise, that could have been quite a bit less points locked in. But it will be 880, which is not a bad start for Neverlose at all.
No, not bad. I think it's a great start for them. They put up over 800 delta, so that 50 points more. Actually, if you want to call it exactly like it is null, technically, they got exactly half the bonus, plus all the pill bonus. You want to be technical about it, that's exactly what they got. And I think you got to be satisfied with that. It's a great start for Neverlose. And now they're going to have to set their tone with their infected, and an early wipe here could put a little demon quite behind, so they're not going to let that happen to themselves. And they also dealt 10% onto Neverlose with the opening hit, so they have to watch out for this opening set of spawns being the jockey, charger, smoker, spitter. And I think this is probably, I think I would rather have this as an opening hit and all than have the hunter in the smoker spot, just because I like the pull charge. It's almost guaranteed when you're transitioning inside the building here.
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of things that can happen here, right? There is death charge potential. There's huge separation potential, as we saw with Neverlose's start. And Little Demon is kind of approaching in a similar fashion. The charge will land into the spit. All the SIs one by one getting in there, but they do find the damage. It's not quite going to be as much as was levied onto Neverlose, but still going to be a great start for Neverlose's SI side.
How about it, for real? You know, I was saying they had the smoker to help the charger. The charger just leads the attack, rockets right in there when there were 2 survivors at the door, and nobody really shot him on the way down. I was quite shocked that he finds his target. They get the spit. Spawns are coming up. They're calling the go-go's already, but there's nothing that can be had here. And they're walking through. Hunter finds target. Charger gets melted. Smoker pulls forward, gets a couple of digs. All right. Almost 10% with the first 2 hits, and it looks like we're going to go into this tank almost identical. Just a slight lead for Little Demon, maybe a percent or 2 now, but nothing substantial here.
Reloading.
Right, but we do still have the Army 10th hit, which can be effective. I mean, it's usually nothing too crazy, but it is a 3-1 here. Hunter, Jockey, Charger with the spit. That's exactly what you want typically. They don't have it at the most ideal spot, but they're going to go ahead and send it in. Jockey, Charger on the pincer. Taking a long time, not finding anything there. Hunter will land, get some good scratches, but Spit had already committed towards the charge side. So they'll get 5%, not bad. Could have been more, but hey, damage is damage. And 5% is already a pretty big deal at that spot.
Yeah, I was surprised. I thought they were going to be able to get the tank up before the 10 hit. I was really did. I was just shocked that they didn't push that far. I did forget that last side that the jockey fell in the water, so I didn't kind of negate it from the other side. I only thought there was 2 really, but sometimes it's just the way that it is. With Destiny here bringing this hittable into play, and that one's a little bit better. How close is that on the fence? You know what? No, I don't know if that's any danger. I think I don't know. I don't know, no. I don't know if staying up there would have been good or not. Look at how this is what I was talking about.
I don't look, regardless of whether this forklift gets in or not, I like this move by Little Demon. I think this is the move that you should typically see teams go for, but they have to be careful with the SIs, as the smoke does attempt to pull down Curve Rock. Of course, the major danger for Little Demon is that there are cars over there, there are hittables over there, there's still instant death spots as well. But as you can see, through this highway, through the bridge area specifically, they get so much chip on the tank once he decides to go in.
Ooh, no, that was really close. That rocket landing, I was surprised. I mean, it's got to go in. Surely they... Alright, no, I had the first one. Take this away.
All right, we still got the Smoker Hunter Charger here. They went back into Ghost form. They're not full HP. The tank is already down 2K. It's down 3,500, but in comes the first SI. Smoker Tongue cleared quickly. 2,800. Hunter skeeted out. Charger will land. One smack into one more smack into 3. In the corner. And down goes 26. But down goes the tank as well. Obviously, the trade-off here is that Little Demon did run it back, so they're going to have to pay, 2 more extra hits here as well.
Yeah, you're right. I mean, the tank was pretty standard. It did a little bit more damage than the other side. Not much at all, though, but spread the love a little bit between 2 survivors instead of 1 on the other side. I believe it was 2 extra hits. Plus, I think the survivor that got in-tapped had 2 HP on the last punch, so I don't know if you can really call that an entire extra punch as they go in for about 3% hit damage with the 2-2 there. I didn't see the death order, but they should be able to get past the tents this time and probably get a hit on the transition inside the building. And then we can see exactly where we're at on the map as far as tied, as far as damage. I think it's pretty close to even right now. And Neverlose is getting an extra hit going on the inside. Or they're just going to go here. This is shocking. They're going to full set here. Oh, they're going to land a double cap. The boomer cover. They didn't have to spit. They wanted to go quick. Triple proxy. Okay. And now they're going to get the hit on the transition on the outside of this building. I like it, Nom. I liked it.
Yeah, this could have been nothing, and it would have looked really awkward. Even still, it still is looking a bit awkward here. They're going to be able to recover, but now we've got the alarm car situation. But look at Lil Demon. They're making such strong pace. It's the name of the game. Charge going to come out and finds him. Alarm car is set up in the mix as well. Smoker pulled out of the meantime. He falls down. He doesn't take any damage from it, it seems, but still, the damage is definitely flowing nonetheless.
No, they got lucky that Nick didn't lose like 30 HP from that drop.
Right.
Yeah, I think he only lost like 3 health. I think that was it. Maybe the Smoker Tongue had something to do with the breaking the fall or something. But for sure, I thought they were going to have to go back down there and pick him up. Nice boomer spawn, but they shut it down. And they're going to choose to go with 3. The Hunter is spawned up. Charger can't find anything. It looks like they're going to try to hold into the safe room. But look at this. They have the same advantage. No commons.
There's so many commons on the back line, but they just can't get forward. And Lil Demon is doing such a good job of manipulating it. Charge, no way. Gets lasered down. Can't really walk forward. Jockey wasn't ready. Now the Hunter's hopping around. Jockey should get emptied away quite easily. No. It's going to land on Coach. Some good spit damage as they keep him trapped in. And that is going to be a Neverlose win by about 150 plus points.
Still damage coming out.
Yeah.
Even more than that. Almost 180. A little bit less. Pretty good commanding lead after 1 for Neverlose. Not bad, not bad. No wipes though. After 1. Chapter 2.
Yeah, and then we're going to have 4 to 5 chapters of Parish after this. I really like that NA ReBooT is bringing both best of 3s and best of 2s because they are drastically different. So I think it's cool to bring a little taste of both. But I don't think one thing we haven't really touched on is what hangs in the balance here between these two teams at the end of Division 2.
Ooh, look at this. I don't remember the last time we saw a tank this early. They don't even need to go through the gas station for this. So this changes everything with the first hit. You know, I almost would let him come out of the safe room and hit at the overpass, see if they go underneath. Even if they go on the top, it might be better to do that than hit right out of the safe room. Because there's no reason to have to rush, because they won't be able to go. They don't have to go inside the gas station. So that changes a lot of things on this first hit.
And it is, pretty much exactly what you want. Hunter, Jockey, Charger, Spit. It can be such an effective hit, and it has been so far.
if the survivors take damage to this from this tank now, there is no way if there's a survivor slow, they're gonna tread to this event and make it all the way. This map is a gauntlet. I'll tell you.
Yeah, yeah, definitely. I feel like this is an area for tank to have a lot of skill expression between potential hittables, all the things littering, the highway hit does come in. Hunt's gonna land, but that's pretty much it. It's still okay. Standing some spit, we're taking some extra damage, and it does wind up being quite a bit onto Neverlose. As we look at the HPs, which is going to be quite important with the tank coming up, we got Nissa still on 99 HP, but everyone else is 90 or below.
Yeah, that is correct. I didn't even notice that. That's going to be a 5-4-4. Wait a minute, was I completely incorrect?
Hey, I'm reloading.
Wow, I was way off. They do have to go through here. This map is longer than I thought. And look, if they get this. Oh, well, they could have made it. All that hesitation, they think they had it. Sometimes this is how the cookie crumbles. And they're going to end up missing with your SI.
Yeah.
They got to take this now. They can't wait. Oh, watch the guy in the back, though. Okay,
Whoa.
Never mind. Okay.
I think that Little Demon was of the same mindset that you, because they didn't hesitate to just send in that first hit. But if you send in that first hit, we might see Neverlose just hold. But after, I don't know. I honestly don't know what we'll see when you get such a good hit. Obviously, when you get a bad hit to start with on the first hit, it's easy. But this is a unique situation. Spit is going to be blocking. I think Neverlose should still be fine. 20 is obviously going to be trying to beat the clock, but he's got this car. And we do see a number of hittables that can get brought in. It's tricky to make them work. And I think we're going to see the survivors also making it even more difficult by setting up at some strategic locations on top of some very big rigs. But we'll have to wait and see as 20 continues to hit his playthings in. Oh my god! Okay. And this kind of... Okay. I was wondering if there was any moment for 20 to try and make something happen there, but Hibble's really nowhere near it.
They're going to try to play ring around the rosy here now. What do you think? Looks like they're
Yeah.
It's going to be difficult for the tank to use these toys.
This is terrible for 20, I feel like. He's just going to go in raw. One dumpster. Okay. But here comes the damage. Ooh. Nice dodge. Ellis stands his ground. Gets the first smack. Rose immediately in the corner. And that is going to be an in-cap. No questions asked. 3k HP left on 20 as the smoker comes out. Looking one way. Hunter comes in the other. Tries to separate. He won't get it. Jockey just lazily hopping around now as Destiny is going to go down as well. Where is the damage, MK? 20 is still on 2k HP. How is Destiny not down yet? Wow. Unbelievable that he did not go down.
Yeah, but they're going to lose a lot of damage bonus for that reason, though. Yeah, I mean, you trade off a little bit. And they're going to lose a lot of their damage bonus and a lot of their points, but you know what they won't be? They won't be slow. That they won't be. They'll have pills to feed them for a while. And if they can get through the first half part of the event, they might have a chance to make this, but that's a great tank coming out for Little Demon, I would have to say. They're down to 40% bonus, and they got to go to the gas station again. Like I said, the only benefit is they're fast right now.
Yeah, I mean, we saw 20 struggling with those hittables, and he still just finds so much raw damage by walking up and smacking them. That, in my opinion, was a misstep from Neverlose. They got so much damage out of that, and they're walking right into this spot with a smoker, charger, hunter, and a spitter. Huge hit onto Neverlose, huge follow-up, and Nick and Rochelle continue to bleed out as they try to reckon with this hit. Smoker behind the cold drinks machine, ready to pull, but the main event is a charge that comes in right after, finds nothing. They shut down the hit, run through the spit. Destiny gonna have to pop the final set of pills, but Neverlose survives the hit, and not just that, but they thrive in that moment.
I never knew you could jump over that. The big rig right there.
Right?
You see the way Nick just went? I've never seen
Yeah.
that. Wow, still learning stuff in 2025 from the caster's perspective. Everybody at home,
Yep.
nice trick we just learned. Wow, alright. They'll lose a couple percentages from that, but mainly from the popping of the pills. Again, run through the spit. Here comes the attack. Movement comes to the back. Gets a double proxy. Jockey latches onto the guy on the ladder. Slow clears, but they do eventually get it. The Hunter and Charger have chosen not to go. I don't even see their ghosts. They're probably going to wait till later on when that splitter is in rotation off. And that's indeed what they're going to do.
We head into the cubicles. We head towards our first of 2 stairwells in this area. Find a set of pills. You might have mentioned they get 2 sets. Okay. Ooh, but they go right into a charge. But look at all the spit spread as well. Nick finds a very curious little pole to hop on top of. Smoke pool not going to be able. Wow, they actually take a ton more damage. And Neverlose is not looking very good here.
They're so lucky that they're fast and all. I mean, they've just been, the pills they've just found, they've had to eat already. They need to get through this stairwell.
Gone. Yeah.
Okay, I was about to say, they didn't get through that stairwell, they're in a bad way. And they get through it, out in the open, and now, this is probably where they don't really spit. It's probably better to let them out in the transition. This is going to set the tone for this event. Look at the Charger getting, Charger backs off. This is all bleeding. They're completely fine with this, the infected, letting them sit here and wait this out. In fact, one's about to be slow any second. And indeed, it's about to happen in the next 12 seconds. We've got a bleeder, and there it is. Now they're crawling the rest of this. And they're still not going in. They're just holding them here. The mover lands. Hunter pouncing around. Hunter, what a ski. The jockey does land. The Charger will get melted. Nice shutdown. But the infected did such a phenomenal job of just holding the survivors here, letting them bleed. And now 2 are slow for the rest of this chapter now. Nothing they can do.
Don't get me wrong, when we saw the earlier choke point at the gas station, that took a lot of baiting, and it ended up paying off quite well for Neverlose. But it's not something you can do at every major choke when you got 2 players bleeding out with no pills. Players are slow now. This is a snowball effect. Hunter is going to connect, Hunt spit. I felt like that needed to not land. Jockey follow-up. Massive down goes Fanny in G, despite the smoker getting cleared. Just not able to quite finish the job on that hit, unfortunately enough for Neverlose. They will be able to pick up and continue on. Yes, they're still getting distance, but we're looking at a potential, almost maybe 200 distance points that could get left on the board, as well as all the bonus if they get wiped out in this hit, which is very well possible. The button hasn't been pressed yet. There's just smoke off to the side. Charger's ready for a rocket. Patience looks to be the name of the game for Little Demon, as they say, sure, go ahead and walk inside. Smoker pull towards electricity. I don't know if that's going to count or not. Hunter is there in the mix as well. They do survive the hit, though.
Gotta get him up. He's burning electricity. He's dead.
Yeah.
He's dead.
Yeah, and Rose trying to. Yeah, Rose gonna go down as well. I like that smoke spot. I'm gonna be, making a mental note of that one. Because when the survivors are slow like that, if you get a smoke pool in there, even if they're not, a lot of damage potential there.
Uh-oh.
Wow.
Oh, it's gonna be the wipeout.
Boom.
We're gonna come up shy a couple hundred. I believe it's a 700 distance, and only get 457. So that means Little Demon making a save or not, I believe is enough for them to gain the lead.
Neverlose with the 1-3-3-7 scoreline. Interesting. As we go over to Little Demon. 27% tank. They know that they have to take the gas station hit. This could work to their advantage, of course. It could also potentially work to the SI's advantage. What do you think? Quick spitball. Hunter Jockey Charger spit. You know you've got this gas station hit that's guaranteed that the survivors are going to have to go through. You're the captain of the SI team right now. What are you calling?
I think you got a full send here for sure, right out of the safe room. You just got to make sure you got to get the right death order here now. I mean, It's also the best hit for the gas station too, you know?
Yeah.
It's a lot more than just one. So now I see. I think you just gotta go for it. You gotta go for it here. And it looks like that's exactly what they're gonna do. The Charger is ready to go. Spitter looks like what's coming from the van. They push out the Charger. Oh, the Charger actually landed!
Ooh.
And the jockey lands in the spit. Rochelle is stuck in it. And they're gonna take way more damage than the other side. Almost full 10%. Fanning spamming the XDs in chat from both sides. I'd put it in there too, but we shouldn't because we're casting. But still, what a opening attack. Honestly, I think the jockey might have got some more damage if he just M2'd a couple of times now.
Yeah.
I don't know. It might have been close, but what a hit. Very impressive. And they also get the hit for inside the gas station.
Exactly. Yeah, they're definitely taking their time getting there, and the boom actually comes out and gets super behind. I like that. Now, my God, the charge comes in. He finds through the spit. Of course, the smoke will get cleared, but still, tons more damage, and Neverlose. The thing is, you know, they got past that 15-minute mark of waiting for Little Demon, and they did. They called GG, but Little Demon got their 4th player in, and Neverlose said, fine, we're going to play this out. And it's not just been a rollover by Little Demon. You know, it's like Neverlose is standing up to them big time. Huge hit. They're even in the lead after Chapter 1. This is insane start for Neverlose, but how are they going to handle it? Oh my goodness, MK, what is the move here?
Are they actually going to fight this here? They're insane.
Crazy.
They can't actually fight this tank here. If he gets this outside, all the infected have to do is wait. If he can't get this out, the survivors are making a great play here. No. Oh, it's in play. Are they really just gonna stay there? Oh, this is so ballsy. They're just gonna stay out in the open and just let what happens. They're gonna play the risk shot here. He could get so many opportunities at this. Oh, he misses though, and he leaves it, so it's gonna work out. The Charger misses. He's chasing Rochelle down. Rochelle is gonna get cornered for sure. The Hunter doesn't need to do it. The Hunter does though. I don't like this call. He'll land the rock. He's at half health. He gets a punch there. It's also damage bonus, so this is big. The in-cap, he's going to be able to decommit with about couple hundred HP. I don't know about that and all. That was interesting on the commit. Kill the Hunter to get the corner. I think he already had it, and this will allow the survivors to go inside. And this tank is AI. Okay.
It is AI. Wait, is it the... Okay, it is, but we got the double boom. Okay, I guess it's gonna be whatever. Yeah, I mean... Gets an in-cap on Banana, who had already been hit, you know, the hardest out of anyone in the chapter so far. That's gonna bring our DB down to 61%. Again, I asked, what is the move?
I think they just need to hit, because this AI tank's going to take a long time to get there, but they also got to be careful. It's going to be hard. Never mind. They're going to get some damage out of it. Not as much as I thought they were going to get, because they rushed to send it, but keep in mind now, they got to run through the event, and a tank during commons, and if you get hit, could be disastrous. So even though they're not going to get a spitter, they're going to get it quads every other hit, which is the danger they do have to worry about. And they're about to start the event, and we'll see where this tank comes into play.
I mean, the tank looks stuck. Just to clarify, I think Neverlose could be able to kick the tank if they wanted at this point, with the tank being stuck, but they don't have to. So they do have Smoker Jockey Charge Boom. Gonna go ahead and send in the boom, M2'd away, shut down. And now, what does Neverlose do? Do they just cede more ground as they wait for a quad? It looks like that's probably... No, they're going to send us 3. They're waiting. They're calling the go-go, but they're delaying. As the jockey is alive and just hanging out. He's feeling... Okay, wow, the survivors stop. And this allows Neverlose to get the quad up. And they wait.
Well, they can't. They have to announce that the tank is stuck.
I hear one of those little things.
Charger couldn't get a spawn. What a heartbreaker. And MK, I don't like it. You know, you sack the boom, you wait. Now we sit in this. Okay, I love it. One SmackDown as well.
And this is kind of a complete misplay by Neverlose, in my opinion here now. They're not going to get a spitter as long as he's alive. And they can't kick the tank when he's stuck.
Watch out!
Unless he's unstuck now, I'm not checked, but he can get unstuck. I haven't looked recently, but we'll see after this hit. They're going to go in. Jockey rock to this pull into he's taking damage. Rochelle's trying to get it. Oh, and they take quite a bit from that. Electric damage. But they're still going to be able to trudge through.
They are. The tank is still stuck as well. He's just vibing out, hanging out. So they're going to continue to not get the spit. I don't know. Neverlose is trying to roll with the punches here, but again, I don't really like the sacks. They do get a quad ready to go. We got the alarm card potentially as well, but it just feels like they're going so fast. Okay, they're kind of hitting on Little Demon's turns, which lets Little Demon get and look at the chart. I mean, this is just big shutdown. They're gonna be able to continue getting distance. And like you said, distance alone is enough to put them in the lead after 2 chapters, much less with 428 bonus additionally. We've only got like 2 hits left, MK.
Yeah, that tank's the AI. It looks like they don't have no desire to do that. I'm surprised they did not, because I'd want the spitter.
They do.
I was going to say, all I can tell the people is if you play in a tournament now, read the rules.
Read the rules.
Yes, if the tank is stuck, you got to announce it to the other team. Smoker, oh, look at this smoker! Oh, yeah, that's the greatest smoker you could do. Right there, now, I don't know if you noticed it, but pull on top of the hedge, the greatest thing ever.
I mean, this is unfortunate for Neverlose. We got Aldo coming up, Destiny coming up, but this chapter is done.
Yeah, you gotta read the rules, guys. Kick the tank.
Yeah, no, I'm with you. Like, reading is absolutely, it's fundamental, it's essential. If you're not going to read the rule book, then you don't know what happens in situations like this. You have to come prepared. Otherwise, you will not be able to benefit from, the situations that arise that are covered in the rule book. So it's right there. You got to read it, and it is what it is. But we are going to be going to a slightly less than 500-point lead for Little Demon, but still, I mean, very, very hefty lead for them, considering the spot they were in after Chapter 1.
Yeah, absolutely. The one thing that's very beneficial for both sides, winning or losing, is that you still have a lot of maps left. So
yes,
you can bring that lead much further, or they can bring it much closer. That's why, excuse me, as I get the hiccups. In Chapter 3 of this game, it doesn't fail, but tank at 39%, that's interesting. Try to remember where this is. Because this event is very, you know what I mean? This event has the death chart.
Yes. Yeah, I guess we'll see around about 40%. I would say there's probably the death charge potential on the way up to bring in the tank. Not 100% sure. We're going to see this first hit. Neverlose now starting off on the SI side. Jockey, Charger, Smoker, Spitter. Another very strong hit right out of the safe room. It looks like they're all stacking on one. Okay, Charger's not going to come from the other end. Laser down as it goes in first. Now the Smoker's in. Hunter's in. They give him a lot of spit damage. But yeah, I mean, the thing is, what you're saying, I did want to comment on really quickly is the fact that Neverlose, they, like, the points are carried over to the next campaign. We have to keep that in mind. So if Neverlose can't recover, they're already going to be way down going into the next chapter. The next campaign. They've got to recover here.
Man, this tank spawn, you're right. Look at this. Spitter not ready. And the infected are finding spawns in between, but everybody's not together. Look at this. They'll get the pound spit. A little salvage. But still a lot of spit damage from 2 opening hits here. Now look at that. That's almost 50 plus. And the first hit, they ran through the spit just to chase down that smoker.
Yeah.
They really wanted it.
They wanted it really bad to their own detriment. I mean, I don't know. The little demon eats a lot of damage here. It's not done yet. Jockey's gonna land on Rose. Smoker is kind of hanging out as well. Boom. Waiting. Gonna try to catch right here. Shut down.
Oh man. No, we saw some teams be aggressive here. If you fail the aggression here, you get screwed. We've seen it happen before.
Oh yeah.
Greedy for that chip. Oh, they back off.
Right. There was no smoker, but still, there's in between spawns possibly. There's all different kinds of stuff that can happen there. But now that the dust is settled, Aldo is going to run in after he tosses a rock over at Rochelle. It's not going to land. Actually, he's not going to go in yet. But these spawns suck at this area. The SIs have no option but to just usually run in after the tank. The tank is able to just get a clean corner onto Nick. Charger lands, double cap actually, as he gets Ellis into the corner. Jockey now trying to forget. He's just going to be running around. But oh my god. This is, oh my god, the rock onto 20 as well. This is in no world what should be happening with this tank. Oh my god, another rock. He needs to just pop pills, honestly, at this point, but he's going to hold on to him and he's down. They get wiped on a 39% tank to a 78 HP Aldo.
Wow, that is such a massive wipe coming out here. Look at them, they're like cheapo. That's funny. Oh my goodness, what a huge wipe coming out from Neverlose. What a tank, Rochelle. I don't know what Rochelle's aggression was there. I thought it was going to be the downfall, but it wasn't. The tank stayed on the high ground, and Nick never dropped down. And that ended up being the demise of the survivors. He was able to get the in-cap up there. All the infected landed. Not at the same time, though, but just enough for the tank to get in there and finish everything off. Beautifully done.
And it all goes back to how much damage they ate in those first 2 hits that put them at those breakpoints so much more easily. Speaking of, Neverlose is going to eat a fat hit right after that. After all the work they put in for that wipe, they are going to just absolutely eat it and go 15% down on the first hit. They will have an early set of pills there to bail them out. Okay, but still, not the ideal situation here. They really need to keep this damage to a minimum here. They get a nice, clean tank coming up. Because this is Team Captain 26, so if anyone can make it happen, it would probably be him. Unspit, charge, dude, this is a disaster for Neverlose.
Yeah, look at this. This is almost an average tank's worth of damage before the tank is even spawned in.
Yeah.
They were really excited about the wipe, and I think they're playing just a little sloppy right now, but they can clean it up with this tank fight. If they can shut this down without an in-cap, then they can make up for the damage that they have taken, because they have 2 events to take. Actually, technically 3 here now. They have to hit 1 button, they have to hit 2nd button, and then they have to jump on that car alarm at the end. So they got quite a bit to go through. But 26 will be the tank for Little Demon on Chapter 3, and the survivors are retreating to safety. No aggression for early chip whatsoever now.
I do feel like Neverlose has a little bit of beef with this team, and that's something that you have to keep in check, because it does make you play a little bit reckless sometimes. It makes you overconfident, or just too willing to be aggressive sometimes. They cannot be fast and loose with their bonus, or they're going to throw away all the hard work they put on their SI side. As I say that, huge rocket sent from 26IS, and he's about to go in here, MK. This is all you.
Here he goes in. They're going to back up the opposite side, which is interesting. They're split 3 and 1. The survivor gets pounced up top. They clear it slow. God frame. First technical punch there. Oh, he gets out and he yeets him across the map, but he gets another punch. The jockey lands but gets cleared. They're split 2 and 2. The tank has nothing. And they did exactly what I was saying. No in caps. Great recovery from that. But the tank still does do 20% damage. And you know what that is? That's just an average tank. No, and I think that's a great result for Neverlose. But still not terrible for the other side either for Little Demon. Because they still have a lot of chapter to wing this bonus down. So they can negate how much lead will be taken from Neverlose. The question is, how much, or
that'll help.
can they get quadded before then?
Yeah, we've only got one set of pills left, but this is exactly what Neverlose needed to happen. Of course, it maybe could have got a little bit better for them, but I don't really see how. It was really solid. Double boom though. They gotta be careful not to toss this away. There is a charger. There's no smoker though, but I mean that could even lull you into a false sense of security because all it takes is a hunter to land here, and if the charger times it right when you're hunted, right at the wrong spot at the wrong time, the hunter's not gonna land. Charger will with the double boom. 1, 2. They eat this spit getting across as well. Beautiful hit out of Little Demon. Everything considered.
They're piling it on. It's going to be the final set of pills soon. I think you should just... Actually, no one's been in tap, so maybe there's not a need to pop this because they're going to be slow no matter what. So maybe they hang on to the pills and see what happens. Might be the better call. They just got to be cautious that nobody gets... Alright, no depth charge possibilities here with no charger. But they're going to go for it. Logan gets a nice cheeky pull there. Nice triple boom. The hunter stumbles. Nothing getting cleared yet because of that stumble from that hunter. Well done. And the infected are getting great value per hit, I must admit, no, as they gobble up that last set of pills.
Yeah, they eat the last set, and I was actually quite on board with you. I think if Neverlose wants to play this for points, they've got to take a little bit of a risk here, and they chose not to take a risk. I mean, look, Bonnie NG is still completely in the danger zone here. Aldo as well. I don't like the decision by Nissa. She does eat the charge, sure, but there's the hunt. Gonna land onto Aldo, bringing him a little bit lower. And this is to me, this is one of the harder parts about playing competitive and doing it in a clean way, is when you've got, you know, Destiny here on almost full HP, you got Nissa moving quickly, but then you've got 2 perma-slow teammates. And just having the restraint, having the patience, and keeping it clear for them is easier said than done.
Don't shoot that car.
And here comes the next event. Nothing they can do to avoid it. Like these guys do. So Survivor, they're going to hit that green Survivor. They do get that 90 HP down to 80. It's still 25% of the bonus sitting on that green Survivor. But look at that damage bonus. It's still really intact. I didn't even realize it was now 81%. That is why they have so many points yet. 476, that's kind of a lot, considering they have nobody in green health except 1.
This has worked out perfectly for Neverlose.
Right?
I'm eating my words here. Almost 1,000 points for them. They got through one of the scariest parts on the chapter without incident because the Poo 2 wasn't able to stop them. Now they've got this very interesting hit, which we rarely see, but as they're jumping across, Neverlose just runs it in. Charger will still land. It's not a multi-charge, but Jockey will land, Hunter will land, Smoker reconnect. Okay, a single down onto Aldo. I honestly, again, don't think that Neverlose really could have asked for a better outcome than this. And they are looking to walk it in. They took about 70 points of damage, and that's it. From that hit, 26 spawns in, he's a boomer. We got a spitter, can try to block, but look at Aldo. He's already in, he's locked it up, and they're done with the chapter.
Look at that, they bounced back, and we've had a lead swap every chapter so far. Now they're ahead. They got exactly 1,000 points, a lead by 1,000.
Wow.
How about that?
And that's like, I think around 400 points, maybe closer to 300. It's good though. It's actually quite good for Neverlose. I actually, you know, it might even be better if this is a best of 3, because it's gonna be tough to get a ton of points here on this chapter. The tank is easy to find corner instantly. He's going to be dealing absolute havoc to the survivors. Let's not forget all the absolutely terrifying hits if the SIs can manage to hold on to spit the whole way. So I think Neverlose would rather just be taking a 1-0 at this point. But regardless, we are here with the best of 2 composite scores. Parish comes up after this. And we'll see, is it going to be Neverlose in the lead? Maybe with a bigger lead? Maybe it's going to be Little Demon with an overtake. But either way, I think it's probably going to be pretty close here by the end.
Yeah, and we know this chapter is not one to make up a lot of point delta.
Yeah.
It's really difficult to first of all, get to this tank healthy, and then even surviving the tank. The tank gets a free corner no matter what. It's just the way this tank is. Tank gets his own corner, which means the other 3 survivors have to deal with 3 other spawns. And if the tank is able to get a in cap on someone with low HP, then you have the tank probably, 1,500 HP and all, and 3 infected going after 3 survivors, and that's really tough to survive.
Yeah.
Look at this, charger from the back. Not working, but I like the creativity.
Yeah. And we actually hold on to the spitter, and then we shoot it, and then the spitter dies. I don't think that was at all what they wanted to do there. I don't know if the tank percentage threw them off. I think that this tank percentage is pretty much always a bait. I think it's just static tank percentage. I'll be completely proven wrong. We'll have a 27% tank here, but that was a very questionable decision by Miss Me. Hunter, Jockey, Smoker, Boom, minus the Hunter. Hold the Hunter there. As we now just got a Smoker getting shut down. Boom does find 1. Jockey is down. And the hit's down. 2 hits down. Very little damage taken.
Yeah, this is the best scenario for Neverlose right now. I'm really puzzled that you want to keep the spitter alive as much as possible on this map.
Yeah.
If you get the spitter, you're like, all right, I know my job. That's all I got to do is spit and delay and not die.
Do not die. Or die first or second. Charge spit will land. Good recovery here from Little Demon. In goes the rest of the hit. Hunter and Smoker going to do what they can. But finally, a hit does manage to get through, and it's pretty good damage.
Yeah, they needed that and all. That was a big one there. That takes the survivor down the 40s. Everybody was in the 90s. One was still sitting at a fat girthy 100. And Nick is getting common locked in the back here.
Well, what do you think about the shopping here? We already saw a set of pills earlier. They could have got through the bathroom. Instead, they decided to go shopping. And I don't really like it. He eats a 1 boom. Charge comes in. Charge spit. Hello. And there is a lot of more free damage, bringing 80.5%.
Yeah, nothing you could do about that. This is just this chapter being the way that it is. Look at this, they go shopping for more. They don't find a set of pills. Yeah, you want to get to this tank as fast as possible, man, with the least amount of damage. They're giving the SI more chances. I think they'll get 1 more. Yeah, they'll get 1 more quick. They could have negated this. And not only that, they got to worry about a death charge, too. Not only they got to slow down a bit. You don't want to get caught here. And they're going to go for it. Oh, they get it, too!
Oh,
no! We called it! Money in the bank! Ellis, what you drink? Out the window. Ellis is dead, so no matter what it's going to seem, they're going to make up at least about 20 to 30 points. Because they're going to get to this tank. But my goodness, this is the final tank of this first campaign, and this tank just gotta make it in. That's all he's gotta do. I wouldn't even try to do the jump out the window. I would just be like, you know what? I'm just gonna go the right way, make sure I get into play. No risky plays here. And the survivors are they going?
They go wherever the hell they want. Their death is certain. It's nigh guaranteed. In goes Misty, 5,400 HP. They're going to play some cute little games and win some cute little prizes. But one thing that they will not be winning is any more points for this chapter. This chapter is done for. There is absolutely no way that Never figure out a way out of this. I don't believe it. I don't believe it. A 1v1 has been won. 3,300 HP left on Miss Me. They're running him through the corridors. Okay, he finally, they're gonna hit him with the axe. And we stopped dealing damage. Nissa, what's going on? 1,600 HP tank. One down. We decided to stop attacking him when he had someone else cornered and he had a fire axe on him. Could have just swung over and over again. The jockey lands. And yeah, just when they start to give me hope, they take it all away. Miss Me could be so dead right now. But alas, he's not. And Neverlose is going to end their run carried off with 2,749 points.
Wow, they almost killed that tank. 3 people running around with their heads cut off. Coach wins a 2v1 with the Charger and the Hunter. Well done, he dodges the Charger. Eventually the Hunter gets blasted out of the sky. They also get a kill on the Smoker, the other survivor who was separated. And that is just wild. And if they were able to regroup, I do believe they would be able to kill the tank in that room if there was more than just one survivor shooting while he was cornered. But that was then, this is now. Let's see what Little Demon can do against Neverlose, up about 800 Delta. It's going to be difficult for them to take the lead. They could about even this up if they make the rescue vehicle, but... Oh, Smoker, jockey lands, Charger gets stuck, Charger missed.
Okay.
And Rochelle is so lucky.
Yeah, right?
Still 6%.
Still though, I mean, Charge Spit is gone from the hit. I mean, don't get me wrong, 5%, that's good. It's good, but it's what it is. One thing I would like Little Demon to not do is open every single door and check every single room looking for pills. Hopefully the lesson has been learned here. And not just that, but Neverlose showed them where the pills are, so they know now. They already know.
Like, if the pills are popped, we must shop. That's actually their mentality is here on this finale now. They must go shopping, giving the infected more hits. They do find the pills, though. They did work successful, but they're going to have a Charge Hunt Spit jockey with a good attack coming around the corner. This Hunter kind of got caught out here. If he lands, I'll be shocked. The Charger gets melted. And the Spit doesn't make it through the hole onto the table. And they get a couple of percentages, but a little bit of a fumble there by Neverlose, in my opinion.
26, popping some more pills when he didn't even need them, just because he could. Hey, who am I to judge? Smoker, Charger, Boomer, and Hunter, no Spit. Ready to go. Neverlose wants to send it in. But they're not really in position to send it in. It's just Bonnie saying, go, 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 go. And yeah, I don't like this situation for Neverlose. They don't have a Spit. They're letting Little Demon into this corridor. Little Demon's not going to go shopping. They're going to press through the bathroom. Smoker, no good. Well, I mean, yeah, for a second. Hunter, yeah, for a second. Yeah, Smoker gets a scratch. But now Little Demon is done with the hit. They're going to be able to run straight through this area, get some ammo, get through the bathroom, no problem. This what Never could have done, by the way. Easily could have done. And now they're going to start going up the stairwell, this is where they would have got hit by Little Demon anyway. So I don't, it is kind of just like a whatever situation. But now the hit's going to come in on Little Demon. Charger finds it, Charge Spit, and they do find the damage. They do find the damage.
Rochelle runs through some Despot to get a little bit more, so Rochelle's gonna have to eat a setup. Okay, this tank spawned really early.
It's so weird.
Okay. He could actually jump right out the window and cut them off.
No way.
He's not gonna do it. He's gonna go down the safe way instead. No desire to make that risky play as the Smoker lands. And we'll just wait for the tank to get in position.
Ooh!
I think that Boomer got robbed.
That was a scary boom.
Does tank not know where to go? He doesn't know where to go.
No, come on.
Where's he going? He's going back. He's going.
He's fine.
Okay, I see what he's doing. He's going the opposite way. You know, I like this. I like it.
Yeah, right.
Look at, they don't know about it. They have no idea he's coming. They have no idea this is such a great play. Look at.
And he stops.
I think they have. Oh, they just heard him breathe. Okay, he's in.
Oh!
All right, here he goes. He's going to the corner. He's going to take Nick. He misses.
Oh!
He misses again. No, I think he got him that time. He hits that time. It's a 2 cap. It's not going to be a wipe. He's going to get a punch on the coach. Another punch on the coach. No one's clearing the charger. There goes down Nick. There's 2 downs. Rock is missed, and the tank will die off. So they're going to survive and make up a couple of more points. They're going to do a lot of damage to the bonus. We'll wait on pickup. I think it's going to be almost all DB. 521 bonus. 2 sets of pills, but it's going to be hard for them to make the rescue vehicle.
Yeah, I agree, but still, I mean, this is a huge moment for Little Demon. They've even got a set of pills to hang on to for the time being. Spit, hunt, boom. Hunt, spit, there it is. Boom as well, finds multiple targets. 3 of them. They do dip below 400 bonus, but hey, we've still got 200 distance that they can get. 200 distance will put them right up next to Neverlose. And then they, any extra bonus is just getting them even closer, maybe putting them in a slight lead. Dude, can y'all stop doing this? I don't know why people, this is theoretically such an easy trick to do. At least teams think so. And then they do it, and they just look silly. They just look silly. It's going to be Neverlose up by just under 200 points.
Could be very dangerous for the survivors. And here we go. Up to 5 more chapters. Chapter 5 along the way. Opening attack will be Hunter Smoker, Boomer Spitter, 2-2 opening attack. No waiting. This is the way we like it. Get this on and see where the special infector are going to choose to send their spawns. Neverlose up by a couple hundred after 4 chapters have carried off. The Hunter has now given away its location. Smoker looks like he wants to get a pull. Here they go. The Smoker misses. The Hunter can't find the target, and the Boomer will latch on, and that will be that. The Spitter gets picked, I think. I didn't see him.
Yeah, Spitter got picked, so it is going to be coming back. But as far as the initial hit, 2.5% with the boom damage.
Wow. Coach
80
lost 7 there. You see that?
Yeah.
All the commons, like you were saying. That's crazy.
We got a huge hit here as well. 26 is the tank, and he is also the charger. So that's something to keep in mind. I think this is probably just going to be an alleyway hit. Try to milk it for some damage. Spit block could potentially be a thing, but I think we just send this in, try to get a double in the spit, something like that. We'll have to wait and see, though, because this is one of those rare percentages on Parish 1 where it actually does feel like your decision-making early on matters quite a lot. Sometimes it feels kind of trivial. This is definitely not one of those trivial spots.
Big gun.
Look how separated that was, survivors. That's risky. I think the survivors are actually lucky there's no Smoker in the rotation.
There's a hunter out there.
Yeah.
I think the Smoker would be really a lot more scarier than that Hunter right now, in my opinion. I think they're also lucky there's no Boomer. They only have a spit to deal with.
Yeah.
But man, this is going to cause a little bit of slowdown on the survivor side. Not much of a threat, though. They just know where the spawns are at. They're going to wait to send their specials. I don't think they go into the tank spawn. Oh, wait, they're going to go here. The charger from the back. He doubled Coach out of the way. They'll get some respectable damage, but they're going to have a clean run back when this tank's up now. I don't know if I agree with hitting there, but we'll see how it comes to play later on. The tank of the game with Little Demon in the hands of 26. Survivors retreat to safety.
Yeah. I wonder if there's a cutoff here. Goes for Rock. Boom. Finds 1. Smoker pull for a moment gets cleared up.
Good teammates, no.
We do have the 100 charge Jock, so I'm assuming he'll go in shortly after. Eats actually quite a bit of damage there too. Over 600 points of damage through that sequence, which is some great early chip out of Neverlose. They are keeping, you know, this win. They're trying to extend it forward into the next campaign, not letting loose on their grip at all whatsoever. Tank is going to have to roll it in. 5k, 4k, gets his first smack onto Aldo, keeps him in the corner, continuing on Aldo, does get one more, going to have to leave him, switch over to Coach, who's also just too easy there for him, 1v2 for Ro, and she shuts it all down. Little Demon goes down. Okay, I mean, that was really nice survivor play, dealing with that support SI, no problem. The Skeet, the 1v2 victory for Ro, those are some pretty big individual victories on the support SI.
I'm a
They're gonna
reload.
push through this quickly. Oh, they separated. They're gonna hold W hard. They're gonna get hit quickly when they transition out. The Hunter's not ready. They make the alley, or they gonna also get inside. The Hunter's gonna be waiting. They get the pounce. The Spit will be at the door, and Coach has to run through it. And it's only a Boomer and a Smoker to try to get some damage, and that would be safe for a Maid. And Neverlose gonna walk in with 56.9% of the bonus. An additional 376 on top of the 300 distance.
Reload.
So they have 230-point lead, and they're going to get an additional 676 points, bringing their 5-chapter total to 3,425. Good bonus for chapter 1. That's more than the one time that Neverlose got 50% bonus. Both chapter 1s, they have done that actually.
Good luck to you.
Okay, so we're on the wrong side of the river. These could be worse. All we have to do is find a freeway. It'll take us to the bridge.
Those things hang out here.
Okay.
No hesitations. That's ready up, but we like now.
Right into it.
We got
Hunt
Hunter.
smoke here. Smoker?
Smoker.
No. Pretty easy shutdowns for Little Demon, but it's not going to be a spit on the hit. It is going to be the boom. I think.
Reloading.
Reloading.
I think you're right. And to be honest, no, I think I'd rather have a boom here.
Reload.
Because if you can get this boom on this tank spawn, I think it's good. Yep.
Yep.
I wouldn't even mind a 2-2, to be honest. One of those rare scenarios, but they're calling the go-go early. Oh, the Charger gets stuck. The Boomer gets a double, a triple. And the Charger,
What?
questionable, but the Charger really wasn't needed for all that damage to come out. But the Charger got stuck on the fence. Okay, they're going to spawn this tank with all these commons. That's still a lot of commons.
Yeah.
Look at all them. Look at that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. That is about 15 commons chasing them. He could actually just fully commit here, and those comments will catch up. And he's gonna do it. I like this call. He is in. Oh, the survivors split. Oh, there's a huge misplay. Nick's gonna go forward. They're gonna be able to catch him. The Hunter is ready, and they catch him, and he's just gonna guard it. Now he has a hittable. 26 is gonna get punched over the car. They're trying to get the clear. They can't get it. He cannot get the punch onto Ellis. He is trying to. There's a pull down. He'll take the corner onto Ellis. He misses the punch onto Ellis. There's a punch. The Boomer intervenes. The survivor is almost dead. The tank's gonna go back and kill him, but instead he's gonna take Rochelle. And this is close to being another wipe. 26 gotta kill the tank or save his teammate. Miss Me dies, and he's gonna get the high ground. This is disastrous. And all this is gonna be a wipe. The rock lands. He comes in. He misses the punch. He gets one there. Oh my goodness! And they wipe out.
Okay.
No, what did we just see? He has 10 health. I mean, I'm sorry, 131. I was looking at the bonus.
Yeah, but still, I mean, that was amazing. The rock landing with the recommit, but honestly, just the strategization, like you said, It was a very bold call to go ahead and bring in the tank with the triple boom. They paid the price there. This is going to continue to expand the lead. I think by that was what, like another like 400 points. So we are looking at, what is this, about 700 ish?
Stay
Yes,
together.
700 with a fast ready up is exactly what we're looking at and all. And look at the tank early again. It's just giving opportunity to Little Demon to get back in this, but it's going to be tough to get a lot with this tank and all. It's really wide open and a lot of support dependent.
Okay. Okay, wow, the jockey spawn was interesting. Hunter's gonna get team skied. Rest of the hit gets shut down. Boom, spit, dies last. Into the quad. Boom, trying to find some more value. Not gonna find it. That's gonna be that. Quad should be able to get fired off before this tank. Not a lot of early damage, but potential follow-up. That being said, it is gonna be wide out in the open here.
They are indeed out in the open.
Machete
The quad is going to hit in a very, very unorthodox spot. If they land this quad, I'll be extremely impressed.
Hey, I'm reloading.
Yeah.
It's literally almost impossible to land. Actually, a charger coming from a mile away. The hunter already died.
Ooh.
They do land a nice little two cap. And
Yeah,
a jockey
bro.
lands. Okay, okay. Look at this. They'll get some value out of that. And you know what? No, I think that's pretty respectable. And I'd be happy with that if I'm the infected team. Because landing a quad in there is like, I don't even know if it's possible.
It's not going to happen, which is why I like what Lil Demon did so much. Getting the smoke, because, I mean, this played into Neverlose making a mistake, essentially. Which is, you know, splitting. They split a little bit too much of Smoker, and then the other SIs are just there to cover. They're just cannon fodder, and it was a really nice follow pit that I liked quite a bit. Little Demon. Dev is now going to be bringing in the tank. Takes 300 points of chip. One boom comes out. Charger now comes out. Gets cleared easily. R-Rock I expected at some point, but he's not going to toss it. Looks like he's just going to try to skate on by. I don't know. There goes that. Spawns in. I mean, he's taking a lot of chip to get this dumpster. I don't know. The hangout moment was, okay, hey, little Kirk Rock. We'll take it. I was genuinely quite curious. He's just hanging out for a bit. You know what? Maybe I should just let Dev do his thing, because right now he's kind of just doing it. Beautiful hit. The R-Rock. Well, he's got to be careful here. He's not second pass, though. So this is maybe premature from Neverlose. Are they going to keep running like in a circle? Okay. Because sometimes teams will bring it back. Neverlose is choosing to run it like this. They bring him down to 4K, and now they're kind of backed into a corner. Rogue walks up and says, "Here you go, bro," and just gives him that one. Nissa, thank you so much for that one. Alex is gonna pop his bells before he gets cornered, and by DB as he gets torn to pieces. Dev still with 3K HP in the meantime, by the way. And this is so damn sloppy from Neverlose. Incredibly unnecessary and sloppy. We got players just absolutely popping their pills left and right, draining the DB without a second thought. And Dev is not going to quite get 2 in caps, but we might as well call it that because Aldo's going to be sitting on 1 HP.
Yeah, very sloppy take of the tank there. No, they ran into the common.
Dude.
And the boomer's going to land there. The spit's going to delay this. It's going to spread beautifully. We're going to back into a quad. Charger. Never mind. They're going to take the end cap. And that's going to be a black and white survivor. They don't get her pills. Wait a minute. Pickup hasn't been done yet. Look at this. Oh, the jockey fell short. If the jockey was a little higher there, no, I think they land actually. He was not ready for it. And alright, they get the pickup. They're going to exhaust all their pills. They try to hit quickly. Hunter going in for scratches onto Aldo, trying to kill him before he can get the pills off. They get him down to 8 HP. They almost did it. And he eats the pills, and they're allowed to keep progressing. So the tank takes all of the damage bonus, all of the pills, and 70-some% of the bonus as well is just crazy now.
Grabbing pills. this should not be
24 points, just a quarter of the bonus is what remains at this point. It pretty much goes without saying that Neverlose is not going to make it in with any bonus, considering the road, the journey that they've got ahead of them. Jockey, Smoker, Charger, and a Spit just going to be waiting for them once they start the event up ahead. Not going to pull the trigger too soon. I like this from Little Demon. You know, oftentimes you just want to hit, but this is an important spot. They do have a last-minute kind of movement swap. Smoker, is he ready? Okay. They don't get... Okay, Spit in the smoke with some comments. Rochelle runs all the way through the Spit. And even though it wasn't the most damning hit, it's still going to have a huge impact on this Neverlose roster.
Hey, get up there, turn it
And
off.
especially because look at Destiny, 39 HP, the worst feeling in the world.
Ooh.
That is going to slow the survivors down severely, and now it's going to be the discipline on the survivors to protect Nick, and they're already separating quite a bit. The black and white survivors are closest to him, and here they come up right now. There's even a Smoker in the back to grab him. The Hunter coming from the front. The Boomer lands onto one. The Charger rockets in, lands, but gets cleared right away, and not bad coming out there by the survivor team. It lasts a little while longer, but their black and white survivor has the most HP at 69. And it looks like full distance will happen.
Yeah, good point. I'm assuming so. We have a possible transition hit here. Nick a little bit split from the team. Gonna be a 2-2. Pretty. Yeah, they're gonna get sent in the Hunter. Spit could be ready. It's a little bit late. Very, very late. Boom on one. Spit's running. They're gonna go quad. Okay. All right. I'm not really amazed by this decision, but I guess it's fine.
Might actually get bonus if they can survive this quad.
Yeah.
It's gonna be tough though. No, I don't know if they're gonna be able to do it.
Reloading.
It's all on Fonny and Destiny. It's just the HP here.
Reloading.
Nick and Coach need to be protected, but look at Coach here. He's so far ahead. Smoke comes out. He gets double teamed. Charger gets lasered. They land 3. Takes Nick quite a while. Bye-bye bonus out of Coach, but Nick will be able to prevail. Holds on to 17 points for his team. And that should probably be that.
Hey, y'all. I need
Help
some
me
help.
out.
I'll just say, if I did this...
Yeah, they got lucky. There was
Stop
way
down
too many
there.
commons
Come on,
to push up
get
there,
up.
and they walked into it. Somehow they
Appreciate
managed to survive.
Yeah.
Michelle stopped the pick up to kill the Boomer. I think it's a misplay. The Spitter can not block. It got,
Damn it, I'm covered in goo.
or not delay. It got blocked, and they're actually going to salvage, I think, 24 bonus. No, they're not. Aldo's going to run out for a second. Okay, they will, and they get 24 points.
Whoa! 24. The thing is, though, MK, I mean, yeah, hats off to them. They got 24 bonus with the full 500 distance. But with this tank being what it is, we could see so many more points than this. Locked in by Little Demon. This is really Little Demon's opportunity to miss here. Because right now, this is kind of a softball for them to get right back into this game. If they get 1,200 points in this chapter, they will be... let me do my calculations. Yeah, right? If they get a little over 1,200 points, like 1,206 points, then they should be in the lead after this. So this is definitely a pretty straightforward opportunity for Little Demon.
It is. See if they can take advantage of it. Unfortunately, they've given a lot of opportunity to the other side outside their turn to seize it. If they could do so, Hunter please spawn behind the white van, making some noise, causing a lot of attention from 26. His sidekick is going to be Miss Me, so those are the two shotgun players. And that jockey is waiting for the opportunity to get in there to land with this Hunter, and this is a matter of time before the survivor team comes out. Nicely baited there from Nick. And now they're only going to have this Hunter left. And not going to get it.
Ooh.
blocking. Go for a quad as well, right before the tank. Same thing.
Yeah, another curious quad spot. I mean, I would like. Hey, they're definitely getting slowed down by the commons for now, so actually Neverlose can send this hit pretty quickly. Maybe it's not the end of the world. Maybe they do, but I kind of almost would rather just have a spit. They're gonna send it. Charge. No good. Hunter will land. Jockey lands for a brief moment. Very meager amounts of damage, as we do have two players with, well, 100 HP and 99 HP, respectively.
Shell's a little overzealous. Gotta be careful. Okay, the teammates are close by. They're gonna get the tank up, but you can still give up spawns in between, which you gotta be careful with.
Ooh!
Robbed a little bit, no. Just a little bit there. And now it's Destiny gonna bring that toy into play. And that's in a good spot. Charger gets one punch, not a second. Hunter looking for scratches. No. Oh man, if he can get this through here, this would be big.
Oh!
No way. Oh, look at this.
Oh!
Wait. No way, no, did that just happen? That is actually insane. The Tanks is gonna have to roll it in. He's gonna have his tri-cap that he wants. The survivors weren't really ready for this. He's gonna be able to split them. He splits them 2 and 2. Smoker gets cleared. Rochelle corners herself inside. Gets punched. The jockey can take her. Oh, but the jockey gets cleared. He turn punch misses. Now he can turn and get a punch onto Ellis. Nice punch, but he is dead already. And look at that. The survivors 84 8% bonus remaining after tank kill. What a turn for Little Demon they can take advantage of here now. How about it?
Very casual 933 bonus left. And this is the moment that Little Demon has been waiting for. Of course, they're not out of the woods yet. We've still got this upcoming hit, but they got a boom in it. They, you know, I mean, Little Demon just completely gassed their way through post-tank right to this hit. It's going to be a 2-2. Smoker Chargers. Smoker on the highway. Charger goes, hops over. Not ended. There's going to be, oh, the double boom stumble in the spit. We'll find him some good points, though, but still. Gotta get a few more hits like that just to avoid not being on the losing side after this chapter.
Yeah, and also we got to be careful. They are really split right now. If they make this turn and leave these two survivors around the next turn, they're opposite. The infected can take advantage of it. It looks like, okay, the Little Demon's going to slow down, wait for the regroup. They're still going to have good spawn. Here they come. The Hunter gets stuck. The Charger misses. The Hunter does not land. Questionable spawn location where that Hunter came from now on the other side of the fence. Not able to find a target. Dingful damage.
Turn it off! Turn it off!
807 points of bonus left for Little Demon. They were at 933 after the tank was done. And there's only 1 and 2 more hits for Neverlose. So this is just, you know, disaster here for Neverlose, but they're not going to give up yet. Oh my god, they're trying to dodge the best they can. Oh, Coach falls down, but that's pretty much it. They do dip below 800 bonus, but not by much, and they're going to be able to go and head into the bus station.
And this is going to be Neverlose's final special infected attack. I don't see a scenario where they're going to get another opportunity to hit again. They do need to set a filter bonus down another 25 points. And they're going to have a pretty good final hit. And look at, they're just going to go out in the open and take the rest of this commons on their terms. I don't even know if they can get on top of the other buildings. Spawns are changing locations. And looks like Charger's undecided. Charger does not, neither does the jockey. They're not in position. And they're missing the jump on the ladders. It looks like they're just going to hit in the alley at this way.
I'm reloading. Reloading.
No commons to bother. Last chance for damage. The go-go is called. The charger rockets in. Charger completely misses. And melted attack
That freeway looks like it heads
from
to the bridge.
Little Demon. And the question mark comes out. 739 bonus null. This is going to be a game changer. Are they going to take the lead? Is that enough?
Yeah.
And they take
Yeah.
the lead by 31. Another lead
31.
change. How many lead changes did we have?
We've had quite a few. It felt like Neverlose, just when they're starting to pull away, they opt into this like crazy 4,000 IQ AI the tank play, which, don't get me wrong, we've definitely casted matches where that tank has gotten AI'd by a team doing something like that, but Neverlose was in over their head. I'm focused on the big picture here. We got this one dumpster. We got this big-ass gazebo that is really tough for the tank to play around. Yeah, the SIs get spawns there, but that's about the only place they really get good spawns. Maybe a smoker around a tree or something. But again, if the subs are aware at all, this kind of stuff's not going to be very effective. And we saw that it wasn't very effective when Little Demon took the tank. So I think it was just a completely unnecessary risk. They did it for the gram, and Neverlose ended up getting grammed on themselves, I guess, as Little Demon is now going to be starting off on the Survivor side here pretty late into this series. I mean, we're here on Chapter 3. We're here at the cemetery of the Parish. I've got one question on my mind. Is this going to be the final resting place of Neverlose?
We'll have to see. See if it will be. The tank's going to be very late, actually. I don't even know if they're going to be able to get on top of the bridge. 74%. They might have to be staying down where all the hittables are, so this might be a crazy tank fight that we're going to be seeing come into play. Special Infected will have to prepare for this. Neverlose gets to go first with their Infected. I don't know if that's going to be beneficial for them or not, but we'll see what happens when they get into that parking lot with all the cars. There's a lot of toys for that tank to bring into play, and if they don't get on that rooftop now, they might have to back all the way up or even go down in the sewers in the darkness to fight the tank, which I am personally not a fan of at all.
Yeah, really interesting tanks this whole series. This is going to be an interesting hit from Neverlose, but honestly, it's interesting for all the wrong reasons for me. I was just way too over the top with that hit. I mean, it's a smoker charger jockey spit. There was a lot of potential with that hit, and I don't like the way that they just kind of tossed it in. Maybe just got outplayed by Little Demon. That's one way to look at it for sure, but not the most promising start here for Neverlose. Ooh!
Charger's not ready. He's going by himself. Charger rockets in lane. 1 punch, 2 punch, 3 punch.
Okay.
2 damage stumbles. Wow, great value from that. Only bad thing is the death order. That's it. But still, good amount of
Look
damage
at the
came out of it.
damage. Yeah, that is so much.
I didn't realize how much it spread on the others as well. It must have been from all the common infected boomer or something. That's just a lot coming out without a spit.
A lot of damage.
Right? I think that was over 10%. I'm pretty sure.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was like 13%. We're gonna have the Smoker Hunter here inside. This is, a fine place for a hit. Could try to maybe smoke a shotgun, hunt him. No, Smoker's gonna get instantly cleared. Hunter will get it out. He'll be on the back line, but it's one of those hits where maybe I would have even the hit on the back line there. But regardless, Neverlose does choose to send it forward. It's tough to find it, especially when they don't get that perfect timing. And even then, while the shot smoke, they can still just keep the Hunter. So tough situation for Neverlose. They do have a bounce back here, but it's a quad as they exit. This could be an alright spot for a quad though, MK. We've definitely seen quads happen here before.
Yeah, but they're going way early for my liking, and they're going to land a 2 cap. They're going to get some damage. Charger's going to punch. Charger completely missed.
Smoker.
Probably should have just punched a few more times if I was the Charger. Smoker dies off at the end. And not only does the Smoker die off at the end, but the death order, the spawn timers, are out of whack, and I think they're going to be able to push up on the other side. And I think the infected need to know right now we need to hit the ones that are remaining on the bottom and let them take the top. Don't know if they're going to be wary of it though.
Yeah.
It's a 2-2. Never mind.
I kind of would have liked the smoker to save and just go ghost, but regardless, Little Demon, they put the pedal to the metal.
Just watch where you shoot.
Triple boom is what they walk right into though. Hunter's not going in. Jockey knocks it in. Hunter finds a row. Very dramatic cap on her. Jockey being a nuisance. All the CIs as well being a massive nuisance. Look at all the spin damage as well. I mean, this is like tossing back and forth. This ridiculous swings here.
Oh, they didn't get up top either. You gotta be careful.
Watch out!
Yeah.
Spawns are gonna be up there.
Oh. Oh.
And the boomer is huge. This tank
What?
goes right in. Oh, but the
Oh,
tank
no.
died. What is he doing now? That's a huge misplay. Now he only has a smoker,
Yeah.
and the commons can be cleared out now because there's no longer a threat. There's no red shot. That's a lot of commons. Look at them all. Is that an AI smoker too? It is.
Yes.
They got an AI smoker
There's
and a
two
real
smokers.
smoker.
Yeah.
He's gonna stay alive. They're gonna be able to convince.
Oh my god. And look how much health Bonnie has. Ooh.
An AI smoker's gonna die finally.
Look at all the commons still.
I'm curious why the hunter went there now and they didn't just pull Ben.
Yeah.
And he hits the hittable out of play.
Oh.
Worst scenario that could have happened. Now he's taking a punch on the row. Go down and take the cap. Shot
Okay.
over. Climbs back up. And
Alright.
rough to this tank here. He needs help. Charger. And he's gonna be able to go in there. I don't know what Banana was doing.
Dude,
Give a free
what?
punch. Oh, and he gets a double! And he's able to get out with 8 health and questionable survivor play at the end there. And this Hunter looks like he wants to try to delay this. Oh, what is he
Oh!
coming out from Coach? Oh, that was sexy. Not even gonna lie. Well done.
I owe you one.
And
That
they'll
was
live,
nasty.
but with hardly any bonus bumps. Just a couple hundred delta left.
Yeah, but they're not that far away. Miss Me's gonna be slow, Banana's gonna be slow, and they've got a max like one more set of pills, I'm sure. There's so much to unpack on that tank. I mean, you gotta be careful with that car. That happens so much at that tank percentage. The car just gets completely overshot. It goes way off the highway itself. No exception here for Neverlose's tank tonight. It's going to be the case for Little Demon, but Wada sent gets mopped up.
They kind of went where the Charger couldn't do anything. It's like, it seems to be that Neverlose sometimes just calls a go-go without looking at the position of where some of the infected are, and they're just not able to reach in time as that quad just gets 9 damage, kind of just thrown away. And it's gonna go with a Hunter Smoker at the end, right before Safer. I don't know, no, I don't. They didn't like that. MK does not approve.
Quite easily. 300 bucks. So all the hazards otherwise. Am I lagging? Or are you lagging?
No, I think. No, I'm good. Unless
Okay.
you silent there for me. Maybe we both
I think
died.
we are good.
But alright, they make it though, nah. Look at that. 200 and some bonus. Now, Neverlose
Yeah.
just needs what, 300 bonus and they can retake the lead.
Definitely.
It's crazy.
Definitely. Little Demon cannot feel comfortable at this point. Jockey, Charger, Smoker, Spitter. We look back at this hit, which is a complete blunder for Neverlose. For Little Demon, will it be the case?
This freeway's got to hook up with the bridge.
In comes the hit. Not much. Spitter does save.
They melted that hit very respectively. They do take a little bit of damage from two special infected, but not much at all. Spitter saves. 2-2 coming though, Nall. That's the consequence for holding that. I do believe they'll have a charge, but look at this impressive momentum. They're just blitzing past. Okay, Rochelle, they slowed down. They had this. I don't like the stop to shop. And the infected don't jump on it, so it's kind of okay. Yes, they might. Coming from behind, the jockey's gonna land. That's what I'm talking about. They're lucky they don't land on the spit. But no, I think if they just hold W, they could have went all the way out in the open by the trailer.
Yeah, I feel like Nissa in specific, I hate to call anyone out in specific, but I feel like Nissa oftentimes has not really been on the same page as the rest of their team. Need, a little bit more unity here. Sometimes you gotta be going. Some of the decision making, I haven't quite agreed with. Smoker pull, charger in the spit, huge damage, absolutely huge damage. Wow, she's actually able to use that sofa with spit all over it. She's able to just stand right on the edge there and avoid it. That was crazy.
The love seat showing a little love to Rochelle there.
Yeah, right.
Here, sweetheart, you're good. And now we're coming up to the choke point before the hold. Now this one needs to be pretty successful if they want to hit on the other side. Remember, Little Demon was in early, but they don't want that to happen. Stumbles a lot on the inside. They'll shut everything down pretty respectively. But it's going to be no Smoker, no Hunter on the other side, which means it's going to be a 2-2 with the Charger and the Jockey. And it's not the most terrible thing to have a 2-2 on the other side of the hole, but the damage output does drop a little bit, especially if they're able to get the clears when they get on the other side here, Nall.
Yeah, it's nice to have, some extra hands once the survivors start climbing out of the manhole. But the one boom does land. Obviously, Spit can work really well at preventing survivors to get clears. So that's something to keep in mind. Charger's going to pull him out as the Spit goes down below and they drop off. He gets 2, 3, 4. Oh my god. Fonny and G is going to go down. They are eventually going to get the clear. But still, that's exactly what I was worried about. What a charge. I mean, just sending it, and he definitely got it.
Let me help you up.
Thanks.
Yeah, that's going to take a huge crack in the performance. Look at this. 3 tank damage now. 48-7 left. That is not a lot at all. And they're going to have their spawns up to block the top of the ladder. I believe they're going.
Ooh.
The Hunter is up there. The Smoker misses. They get up top cleanly. They needed that. And now they got to shut this tank down. Only 330-some points above. Not even. WTF's come out. I'm not quite sure. What did I miss?
I'm not sure either. I was laughing at one of them, like, it sounded like one of their bones broke there as one of them fell off the ladder. I don't know how much fall damage, if any, he actually took. Charger comes out. I'm actually not sure what the WTF was about. But regardless, Banana gonna be the tank. And he like we said, he doesn't have that much work to do until he wins the chapter. But obviously, he'd really like to get the wipe here. It would really cement Little Demon's lead when they're coming to the end of this match. If they were able to be up 500 at the end of this chapter, that would be insanely strong for Little Demon at this point.
He's just letting them bleed now. 100% frustration. Not
Yep.
LOSing him.
They're not sending SIs either.
That is free bleed. Just stand there all day. Finally shooting him. To be honest with you right now, I'd even have Ellis up top shooting him. I'd have all the Susies on top of the ambulance shooting at him right now.
Oh my god.
Endlessly. Just taking the 100 chip out every time.
They're gonna start LSing.
Yeah, I think they did a little while ago, but or just all relentlessly shooting. 'Cause that chip will eventually do damage. It's not that far away. You know what I mean? It'll get a little bit more
Right.
than 1 damage. All right, this is gonna be his commit. They're gonna eat all the pills too before the commit. This is big. That means we're probably gonna crawl after this tank if they survive. Right? Whenever he's ready, no. What you can do?
Oh my goodness. Gonna go ahead, play around the car. Nice little flip over. Not gonna get knocked out of. Oh, Aldo getting cornered and Banana. Smoke pull. No. Smoke does eventually come in. Aldo gonna get jockeyed and they finish the job there. In the meantime, Banana playing kind of a zoning game as the Hunter will catch Nick because Pistol's not finishing the Destiny down. Now Banana has got 2 survivors cornered here. 800 HP, gets 1 smack. Another kind of volleying them into the corner, but he runs out of HP to finish the job with. And he will open the door to getting the rest of the distance, but the door of bonus has definitely been shut in their face, especially as Charge takes down Coach. It might not even be done yet, but the spit does get picked. Boom on 1. And the X season question marks come out. They can't believe that spit pick happened, but I think it was just an accidental spray, if I'm being real.
What we got here?
It happens.
You good?
But
does.
more importantly so is that there's going to be more of a lead now coming out by Little Demon. With all the damage that Neverlose took to this tank, they lost everything. Actually, no, they lost exactly 600 bonus. They had 667 at the start, 67 remaining as it's kicking it down ever so quickly. And it might end it right here with the Charger hitting. Nope, 15. Yeah, it's all gone. They won't get the points now because the percentage.
Right.
That. So now it's just a distance game. So it looks like the best case scenario is down about 300 going into the next chapter, I think, if they can all make it.
Don't worry
One
about me.
survivor is
Be
black
okay.
and white. 6 HP.
Steady here.
It's less than 500, but it's definitely more of a gap. But I mean, hey, we can't complain too much because this has been such a crazy close game, back and forth. Lead swap happening over and over again. Not going to happen on this chapter. Very much could happen on chapter 4. Final hit. Hunts are going to land. Hunt spit. On to Aldo. Aldo goes down. Boom catches one on the back line. Jockey stranded. Hanging out. And this, what do you think? Does this buy him another hit? I think it might just give him enough time for one more hasty hit.
Reloading.
Yeah, unfortunately, the one survivor was not black and white, ate the pills. Not quite sure why. So
Reloading.
it looks like they might fall short maybe a couple of points here. Maybe like 5. I don't think Coach gets into the game. And can he survive? There's a spit on him. Oh, no, he does die. And they're going to come up about, what is it, 6 shy. Can he get the melee?
Wow.
Can he get it? Can he get it? Oh, he got 1? Oh, no, he can't get them both. And they'll just be shy. 6 points, that's all. And what is that? Wow, look at that. Those points almost make it exactly 300 that they missed it by. That's crazy.
Yeah. Yeah, 305. And that ending, you know, they left 6 points on the table as far as distance goes. And I think it is just one of those things where in a game as close as this, any amount of points could come back to bite you. Is 6 points or less going to be the difference? Probably not. But when you got the score being flopped back and forth and back and forth over 2 full campaigns, you would hate for it to end like that. We'll see if it comes into play. But regardless, we head to Chapter 4 quarter. And this could potentially be the final chapter of our series.
Letting them know about map 5.
Yep.
Before they ready up, so it's you don't just GG and leave. I know how some people are. So I've said it, and the shore is out there. So now they acknowledge it, and here we go. And all 48%, they do have to drop and go back over the vans to reset to fight this tank in the alley. They don't gotta go deep though, but they do gotta go back around. 100 pounds it around. Boomer goes for a pull. The Charger, punch, 2 punches. Oh, the Boomer stumbles him there. I think he might have got another punch there. Not bad, opening attack without spit.
Not bad. Not bad. 5%. 48% on this tank. Interesting.
Shout out to Vile too. Violino up in the chat.
Much love. Much love. I mean, the hit's ready. We got 2 players up top still. They're not going to go in for any shenanigans. I respect it, but they're going to go very fast. Hunter getting shut down. Jockey can't get in. Okay, that hit can be avoided, and it does hurt Neverlose that they didn't have the Charger there. The Charger can be quite good, but still the hit gets shut down completely.
Indeed it did. Look at it. I mean, they've pretty much taken no damage. And this tank's going to be fought inside the pool room. So this is probably going to be an opportunity for both teams to get some bonus. They don't got to go deep in the alley to spawn this tank now to run back over. And I think that's going to be in the benefit of the survivors. But the one downside is I think the tank will be able to cut them off from the pool table room. So there's a trade-off there.
Ooh, yeah. We'll see. Interesting. They send it in. Again, not getting a whole lot. Boom finds an extra target as Coach does run it over with the rest of his team. All the SI is dead. Aldo is going to be the tank for Neverlose. Definitely able to climb up, get in there, and cut off those pool tables. Just like you called, very important turning point here for Neverlose that they do get that cut off like that. Because, you know, I feel like this area is a bit easier for the tank to deal with. If you start running too far one way, cars are ready to be hit in your direction. Otherwise, you're headed straight into this corner, which is exactly what's going to happen. Smack takes a bit with the smoke pull. Eventually, he finds it. Jockey now running through, gets emptied away. But that wasn't his real target. His real target was Nick. Down, they're running towards the cars, but Aldo has absolutely lasered. 434 HP is all he's got left as Little Demon goes for the pickup. Aldo, with his tail between his legs, continues to back it up. Charger. Boomer. And a Smoker. That's where he's going to have to help him as he goes for a rock. Oh, good attempt by Aldo, but he is down. Aggression by 26 there. To shut down the hit. 72.9%. A lot of bonus, a lot of points still on the board here for Little Demon.
Yeah, I think the tank would have had a free rock and a punch if he rocked the person on the stairs there, but he missed. Tried to go for someone down below, and they'll just come up shy of about 20% damage for that tank. No, that is not a lot at all. Unfortunately, his commit did not appear too fruitful for him, and now they're just going to make the transition down and start this event. Only a 2-2 to stop them. No Charger or no Smoker to get a hang. Even the damage output's going to be difficult on this transition down. Let's see what they can do when they go. Thunder ready to come out the one side. Boomer gets the spawn on the top. He'll get the pop on the Boomer. Be a little bit patient. Survivors choose to. Jockey's going to win. I like the try, but it's not going to work out. Spitter is going to try to stay alive.
Watch out!
Try to stay alive. I don't think we're going to allow it. As the Hunter misses the damage pounce. And, alright. Interesting.
Their backs ain't bulletproof.
Interesting.
Yeah, they need to hit this charge on the stairs on 26, but the Charger's not in position.
Reloading!
And they're just good to go. They've set up. We're here sitting through the Horde event. We got one player down below. 3 up above. Kind of blocking spawns. Charger drops in from the rooftop, finds Nick. At the same time, the Boom goes for a spray up above. Doesn't find anybody except for that player down below. They do a good job defusing that Boom. The Spit trying to buy as much time. And this hit was a success for Neverlose. But I mean, you can tell from the scoreline they're gonna need more points.
A lot more now. I mean, they got to get this damage down if Neverlose wants to start making a comeback. They got 879 points on the chapter. That's hard to even keep points in general. And they're about to make it out in the open. I don't even know if they're going to be able to get those spawns up top that's favorable for the transition out. And the survivors just might stay inside and fight all this out. There's no reason to rush.
Right.
And it looks like that's going to be the case. If they're going to hit on the inside, all the cappers need to be ready. Hunter... Maybe just going to wait. I don't know if I necessarily agree with this. This is what they're going to do.
I think this is a very safe play. You do have one player bleeding out. They send in the hit. Charger will be avoided. No, the Charger will actually land 2 players in the spit with the death spit. Oh my god, they just ate so much damage. And you know, the best defense is a good offense, I guess, as that hit is going to be quite successful once again. Never.
Look out now!
No, that was 20%. If you wanted to put the stack, they were at 57% bonus. Down to 34.8. Boomer gets bullied around. Looks like they want to try to go on this. Smoker's given away his location. He has retreated. They have some survivors up top here. They're going to go for it. Smoker lands, Hunter lands. Charger is dead, and I think that's going to be most of the damage they get, because the last hit isn't going to be too fruitful, because it's really bad
I'm
spawn.
reloading.
Come on, man, it's not funny anymore.
1/3 of the bonus remains. 1,200 points. Despite the 2 massive hits that Neverlose has found, there's still 500 bonus being threatened here. Bye, little demon. Boom. Spawns it in. Finds 1. Now he just got a job. Smoker.
There's a safe room in the bridge.
2-2. What are they gonna do with it? Smoker. I mean, this is, yeah, Smoker full. Okay, shut down. Jockey gonna try to catch a stranded player, which is again nowhere to be found. They are gonna be able to lock in just about all 500 points of that bonus.
Reload.
And eventually they'll get in there.
Eventually.
Almost
484.
Ooh.
And that's a total of 6,032 points
Right.
coming out here for 8 chapters of Left 4 Dead 2.
Not bad, not bad. We do go over to Neverlose, who needs about 1,500. Keep it even. Not the easiest sell. 1,500 is, you know, around about 800 bonus.
Smokers around.
See what they can do. Chapter 5, still a definite possibility here as well.
Hey, I'm reloading.
Yeah, I think we're going to see it for sure. Even if they only make it to the safe room with no bonus. Actually, no, that's a little bit more. The Charger gets melted.
Oh,
Squad. See a couple of these trials come out with Tom and get in there. Nope, looks like they're going to be fine. Without issue.
okay.
No hero. Not bad.
Reloading.
Charger. For little demon. Charger, Hunter, Jockey, Spitter. Nasty little rocket spawn availability here. Charger not going for it though. I didn't really like that spawn, but it was kind of trying something new. We got kind of an incidental double spit as Aldo chooses to run through it. And yeah, 91.2% bonus left. It does look like
Reloading.
Neverlose is going to keep it slow, which is going to allow Little Demon to get up and be able to have one more hit ready before they bring in the tank, if they want to do that, or could hit on the run back.
Hey, I'm reloading.
Bro, quit shooting me.
Looks like... Actually, we don't know. Tank? Charger. It's going to full send here. Damage. They know they have the lead now. They clean it up nicely, though, but they'll just get a couple of percentiles. Here is what could be the last tank of the game for Little Demon into the hands of Missy. Wait a little bit, Boomer gets popped, they'll get over clean. And they'll not be able to push in there because, wait a minute. See, they can
Oh,
push it.
he didn't. Yeah.
They weren't ready though. One of the survivors was in the back. He has no choice. Oh, they're gonna yield.
Wow.
The survivor's gonna be late, and Rochelle backs in. Rochelle's not shooting the tank. And she just goes down, and the tank gets her. Oh, what a long arm, and they're gonna hit up top. The charger, oh, it's almost a 2-cap. So it's gonna be 1 in cap. All the other survivors are up top. The charger's going to this city. Oh, the rock's gonna land. And this tank is getting incredible value right now. Another rock. Eats another rock. It lands. They need to get this pickup and get back in that room. They took so much time to do so. And it looks like
Hey, keep shooting.
gotta
Keep
get
shooting.
up top and stop that boomer spawn. And it looks like they'll finally get up there. They find the spawn but gets popped. But the damage is already done. They have lost half of their bonus. And the tank gets a recommit. Question is, how much more value can they get from this? And the one survivor that was way back and got the memo late is probably the reason they've taken so much damage. We'll see if that comes to bite them in the end. Rock comes through, almost lands. He's got to go through. He's got 10% rage. He's in the door. Spawn's got to go now. Poker lands, and he will. And he actually gets a punch, and he does die then. So they'll get another 9% before they kill him off. And the lead can no longer be taken by Neverlose. And there is only 100-some point delta between the difference of the teams now. It's not looking good for Neverlose. Looks like they're going to fall to the loser bracket unless they really pull this together.
Probably. We got a 2-2 Smoker Charger, which can be a massive hit here.
We can use that.
Pretty much wherever Little Demon chooses to send it. Try to get, I mean, there's separation here on the front 2 and back 2. Charger's gonna catch while he's jumping, but he's gonna go. Destiny is gonna go down though. Aldo knifing away Commons. Try to pick up Destiny. I didn't quite see what happened to Destiny there. Was that the charge? You see collateral?
He got full charge before he dropped down.
Yeah.
He actually... We're going to have to go back and flip it, but you see the little opening in the door there when you climb up the ladder on the side where you got full charge off, that little balcony? The survivor grabbed that for a second. Then he
No
fell
way.
down to the ground. Yeah, it's really strange. So we'll see what happens later. Charger comes in, does like
Oh!
it's a rolling
Yeah.
tricap that comes in, and Neverlose's dreams of doing this is falling apart. They're able to shut everything down, but they can take 2 more taps. And the survivor is about to die on the bottom, 70, 67. They gotta pick them up. And I don't know if they're gonna be able to save them. Yes, they will be able to save them. Now they have a survivor black and white.
Reloading.
And he eats the pills. And then there's another survivor who's been down 1 to 1 HP. He is gonna be black and white. They will find pills up ahead though. Now there is some in the cabinet, but they gotta make it. And the bonus is almost done.
Zombie in the back.
You're right. They're gonna try to hop across. Down 1,000 right now as it stands, 1,100. They can still get 300 distance. So they're just way too far away. As Destiny goes down once more. Boom is gonna connect. We got Nissa who's black and white as well. Smoke not getting cleared. Down goes Aldo. 2 survivors up. And this is almost certainly going to be the end of the road for Neverlose. I mean, they could go for some... Maybe they get him up. Maybe they go for some Hail Mary finale. But Aldo is dead. And Rochelle's down there trying to help him. Spitter Hunter Char. They're just sending SIs now as well. They're finding success with that too.
Yeah, and it looks like Rochelle will be able to join up with the team, minus Ellis, though. So there's no more bonus. Rochelle gets split
Reloading.
her teammates. The jockey finds a spawn, but not a survivor. And the ball will continue to bring it in within 1,000 delta. And they're going to be spit block separated. Boomer's probably just gonna go in and die here. No point to keep it. Smoker, gonna grab Rochelle. No, he will not.
Weapons over here!
I think they put me on the top floor of the other building and he grabbed it. I think it matters though. That's the charger. Stumble misses, they stumble. Nope, oh damn. Oh, can they save her? Nope. Rochelle is dead.
Oh.
And I think we're probably going to see the GG soon here. I don't know if they're going to call Chapter 5 now. It doesn't look like it.
Let's see.
Hunter gets killed. Jockey
Ooh.
latches on. And I think it's just a couple seconds away. The boomer lands on coast. There it goes. Are we going to call final or are we GG in it?
They're not saying it.
Oh!
Oh!
Alright. There's technically still a chance.
Your wish is our command. Never lose. Let's see what they can do.
Yeah, technically, they still got a chance.
Yep.
It's a long shot and all. Real
Certainly
long
is.
shot. Yeah, it's only
Alright, all we gotta do
500
is cross this
distance, and
bridge,
they
and
have
we are finally
almost
safe.
they have a
Or
1,005
they're gonna line
delta.
us up against a wall and shoot us.
So
Well,
if we
you
do the
free
math
to make
here,
yourself a new life here in this
they
room,
need to
Nick.
quad them before
Okay.
tank, because no matter
Alright,
what, they're
let's
going to
go.
get 280. I think it's 285 before tank, so that's going to give them 5,300, and they only could get 1,600 total. So,
Ah, shit. Need a hand.
if this was a Swiss round, I would say GG, but I understand where they're coming from. It is a playoff bracket, and they want to give it a shot. But man,
I mean,
this is
also,
tough.
Safety's on the other side.
The death charge opportunities are ever present here on the finale of Parish. Right out of right, obviously not right here, but in just a few percentage later, we've got our first death charge opportunity. So I don't blame Neverlose for giving it a couple chances here, seeing if they can make it work. Maybe get an early death charge. Maybe snowball it into something huge. But with it only being 500 distance, they are going to need quite a bit of help.
Yeah, and it used to be 800 distance, but there was a tank
Yeah.
that had a safe route. There was one right before you
Let's
draw the
move.
drawbridge, and even though it was fair for both sides, it's not the most valid tank to play. Sometimes it could be catastrophic, and also it was second, because the land of boom on the second team constantly spawn in the first team, and not in the vice versa. That can happen
Reloading.
sometimes. So it's another downfall to the finale, but here they go. They're gonna go with a tri-cap in the spit. Spitter looks like he wants to strafe around the side, and he does so. Charger lands. Not in the spit though. The spit is successful at hitting the water in the hole. He doesn't make it in. And hey, he makes a three-pointer. I mean, he slam dunks it through the hole. So technically, he can give him 2 more points on top of the hole at the end.
Spitter commits an EPA violation, but that is it.
Everybody grab a weapon.
And yeah, that's obviously not going to cut it. They're got kind of another shot here at it. Probably not. Well, Banana's kind of stuck here. They do get the shutdown, so no problem. Okay, they will eventually clear it up. It's a lot of damage. It's a lot of damage, but again, gotta do a lot more than just a lot at this point. Tank is going to be coming in soon, and then there will be more death charge possibilities also, but again, they really kind of needed to make it happen earlier.
Gotta reload.
Look out!
He ran back for a deep bomb, but the only problem is he's not going to have his charge. He wanted to try for a death charge, but there's no real place
Hey,
to
I'm
depth charge
reloading.
anymore.
Yeah.
Unless the survivors put themselves in the position. Here comes the charger, and he becomes the tank, so he doesn't even get the chance to try. The survivors get threatened for the horde to start, which the tank just spawned if they run forward. And Destiny, final tank of the game for his team, needing a miracle null, and they've already accumulated, I was wrong, 323 points instead of 285.
Ooh. Destiny. Got some work to do. Playing the rock game here for the time being. 1, 2, boom. Gonna hang out for the time being. He has no other SIs to work with.
Holy Dragon is even viewed, not losing a lot of HP. He has his dry cap. I think he's gotta go with this now. This is the best he's gonna get, and he is in.
Weapons
Car, useless car.
Oh!
Can't park there, mate. You know? Look at how much health he's down already. Okay, Charger misses. Michelle gets cornered. There's nobody to shoot the tank right now because where he's at. Oh, never mind. They're shooting from feet. And the Hunter will land at the damage pounce. One more rock onto Nick, maybe. He gets it. And they should kill off the tank. Do one more? Nope. Ladder punch and defeat the tank. So they're gonna survive. And no, that should give Little Demon the W in the column.
You're the man.
I don't think they're gonna be
You're
able
the
to lose this
man.
now. I mean, unless they all walk off the ledge, they
That's
should
better.
lock this up mathematically.
Yeah, even if they only walk in and they don't get any distance of the 700 distance, that's gonna pretty much.
They showed their ability to keep up with the team. Unfortunately, they just that one chapter null and 2 of Parish.
Yeah,
That bonus was
Yeah.
so big. One team just takes it better. You can't take damage with that early tank on that map.
Yeah.
There's so much wide open area. That's just a good example of it just not working out in their favor. Nothing you can really do about it. And here they're gonna go. They send the 100 from one side, Jockey from the other. Nice coming out there. They're gonna go quad, needing some kind of miracle as a boomer scissors drop in the water. Or just go get himself popped as he lands on the survivor's head. And they're not shooting him. He's getting bullied around. He is gonna end his own life by dropping in the water. Quad will be the last hit now, I believe, before safety.
The chopper's down there.
Let's go.
Or
Everyone
rescue
get
vehicle, I should say.
Just a little more.
They don't fall for that kind of last chance death charge attempt.
to the helicopter.
Helicopter.
And there it is, the final piece of the quad for Neverlose. Oh, the fake out. Yeah. Little Demon's ready for it. Takes him a bit, lose a little bit of bonus, but nothing major. Big lock in for them.
Get to the chopper.
And a, defining chapter.
To the helicopter.
Locking in the win.
Get to the helicopter.
Yep, and that'll make it mathematically impossible now. Congratulations to them. We'll have to see the other side of
Right.
Over 7K, right? 7K for line.
Yes.
We're done. Played 9 chapters, put up 7,180. It's got wipe twice.
Right.
And the score reflects that.
Yes, it does. Actually, perfect point there.
And the crazy part is that Neverlose, I believe, got wiped to less.
Before we run across
But
this bridge,
they
right
didn't
toward
make
the
it with as
people
much
who
bonus
dropped
compared to
bombs
what
on us. Anyone want to talk about a
Little
plan
Demon
B?
was able to.
No.
Especially Parish 3
Yeah.
was the biggest deficit and all. That was
Alright,
what,
let's go.
760, I think, or something like that.
Yeah, that was just a really rough moment. And the heartbreaker was, it just felt like Neverlose had a way, and they had opportunities to have that play out differently than it did, but it just didn't quite make the right choices in the moment in chapters 2 and 3, and it will come back to haunt them. But we do get to start chapter 5 of Parish. Final chapter start round 2 of it. Beautiful catch on to Coach. Spit block, keeping them outside. And that's going to be a ton of free damage on Fani, who is not very happy.
We are
Just
not
about 10%
infected.
as Fani is now at 70
Better be ready when we
HP.
get there.
Aldo and Destiny at 90 and 8.
As the bridge is lowered, we'll wait. Survivors in transition to the first hole. And the question is, will we see a death charge on Chapter 5? I think that's the only thing we haven't checked off in this match yet. Actually, I take it back. We'll call death charge on the finale of the other side. Wow, what a proxy.
Right behind you.
Yeah, right.
It's not going to do anything, but it's still a nice proxy move.
It was nice.
Heads up.
Look out!
Reloading!
They get the scope, the charger, they get ready, the charger! Oh, they had it on the stubble! He gets it! Oh, he gets it!
Oh!
Nick is swimming with the fishes! Destiny has the Destiny with water, the DZ is on one side. They're going to continue on with 3. And now this game is just going to look like the deficit is going to blow open. And now we're going to see 2 depth charges each finale.
Machete.
Or 1 depth charge each finale. Still. And we can still see more now. It's not over yet.
Gotta reload!
The outcome might be decided. The war is still taking place.
Watch out. Machete here.
And
Reloading here!
we're going to get another try. The depth charge possibility. We got a jockey.
Reloading!
They're just trying to get this tank up. They did sack into the quad. Here it goes. Are they going to be able to finish them off with the cappers that they have? Jockey's not even moving around, so he's not going to be included in the hit. Here comes the Charger. The Charger became the tank. Smoker looks like he wants to get a pull, but it's not. They're going to wait for the tank. And Miss Me will have the final tank of the game. And now there's some rocks landing and some banter going between the teams. And it looks like it's getting a little nasty. Not quite understanding what some of the lingo may mean here for us and all, but in a bit. But like he's gonna end this. Poker Jockey Hunter. Tank is in play. Faces the survivors on the top. Misses his first punch. The jockey lands. Smoker, the jockey, Smoker, and the hunter all take the same target that the tank was going for. He hits him with the card. He gets a punch on the row. Another punch on the row. Then he's going to decommit after the impact gets out. There's a Smoker lingering above, but the pickup will happen. Nothing they can do to stop it. And it looks like they have a chance of surviving this tank, possibly. We'll have to see. It looks like they're going to live.
You fellas want to carry the cube.
And he got the pills, though. Oh, they might 3-man this.
Okay, let's see it. Miss Me. Continue the rocks. They're typing in all chat at each other while this goes down. Boom drops in behind, finds one, stumbles row off as well. Charge comes out. Okay, awkward one there, but still the split is huge. 1-3 split. Hits Coach over to him again. Kind of okay. Coach is gonna be able to clear the smoke, clear the charge. E-Rock down goes Row with the rock.
I'm sorry.
But more importantly, down goes Miss Me, as they are able to do the tank with just 3.
The spit almost spread inside the bottom. Crazy.
Yo, I'm hurt.
Whew. That'll keep me tight.
GGs are out, but we're still got a little bit of going for the survivors.
Yeah.
Yeah, demos are going to be called. Let them sort it out as the hunter is pouncing around back and forth, no targets at all, making noises. And they do have 51 points of bonus, but it ain't going to do much. The jockey lashes on.
Ooh.
Michelle stopped
Can you help
moving.
me out?
And Ellis is
Hyping away.
very janky position.
Not the best.
Ellis is hanging. Looks like he's
Oh,
holding on to
gosh.
nothing.
Help over here! Help me out already!
Rochelle
Hey, I need some help over
giving
here.
a hug to Ellis.
Oh, Rochelle. This is you and me, girl.
And it looks like she's going to hold the ground to the very end
Come on,
here.
y'all. I can't hang here all day.
Nope, she's going to go out. Chopping. And she dies on her own terms. And that's going to be it. No, that'll be
Sorry, y'all.
Little Demon getting the victory over Neverlose with a score of 7,180 to 5,383. GG, no.